In this video, I'll review some tips for making sites user-friendly to provide a comfortable experience for site visitors. We'll start at the site level with the structure and layout of your website. Then, we'll zoom into the page level with some tips for making your page content easy to process. Making sites user-friendly involves understanding how website visitors typically scan a website's homepage when arriving for the first time. Most of the time, you land on the homepage and look for the site menu. Extensive studies have actually tracked how web users scan websites. People typically scan web pages from top to bottom and from left to right. Exceptions apply, such as languages with non-Latin words, but most internet users tend to process information in this way. So first, your site's navigation is key. Make your site as comfortable as possible to get around with an easy-to-find site menu that remains in place throughout the site. Your logo also serves as an anchor that welcomes you to the site, sort of allowing you to situate yourself in a new environment, ready to receive new information. The logo can serve as a sort of home base, and it's common for logos to link to the website's homepage for this reason. There's a rule of thumb in web design known as the 3 clicks rule. It should take no more than 3 clicks from the homepage to locate key information. To help plan the path of your website's visitors, sitemaps, and wireframes can be helpful tools. These are like sketches or blueprints for a website and can be very helpful when planning a site with clients, before investing in creating the actual website itself. See our content strategy class called First Things First, Plan Your Website Content for more on these tools. Now let's narrow our focus to the page level. Most of us don't have much patience when landing on a web page. We like pages that are comfortable to read and easy to understand. We're familiar with certain layouts or structures which help us process information faster. Your page layout is where you place the content on your page. Deciding where things go is a huge part of the planning process. It has a big impact on how easy it is for visitors to find what they need. There are a few standard types of layouts for sites that we have learned to expect. A familiar layout lets your visitors focus on the content of your site and not its format. Don't force people to work too hard by experimenting with your layout. Stick to a grid composition. Arranging elements in invisible columns keeps things neat and organized. Align images with text and headers with paragraphs. Leave plenty of room between elements so they aren't squished together and have room to breathe. This is also known as white space. It makes your site feel light and comfortable and presents information more comfortably. Another useful design concept for presenting information comfortably is known as hierarchy. Check out the front page of this newspaper. We recognize that it uses a grid layout as mentioned earlier, but I want you to focus your attention on the way the text looks. The most important text, the headlines, are the biggest, and they're also the boldest. In some publications, things like subheaders are used to package smaller chunks of information. The bulk of the text, known as the body text or body copy, is smaller. So there you have some good tips for user-friendly web design. Let's move on to website functionality, or making sure your website works.